Hi there, hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson I will teach you cumulative distribution functions. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. Here we have a probability distribution functions graph. So to work out the probability, let's say from A to a variable. So from A to, in this case, the variable is x. So therefore, we need to work out the area of this, okay? To work out the area of this, and it will give us the probability from A to x. So the probability from A to x is equal to the integrations. So from A to x, the probability density functions, okay, respect to x. So that will give us the probability from A to x. And don't forget, the probability from A to x can be written as probability that is less than x, or less than or equal to x, if you like. So that is equal to integrations from A x f of x dx. So if we do that, that will give us capital f of x. So this is cumulative distribution functions. So please keep that in mind, okay? So therefore, I can write like this: probability that is less than or equal to x is equal to f of x, okay? Keep that in mind. So for example, if I want to work out probability that is less than or equal to 3, that will give me equal to f of 3. So keep that in mind. That's how it works in cumulative distribution functions. So let's just go through a couple examples. First one. So part A, we need to find the cumulative distribution functions for the probability distribution functions first, okay? So work it out. So capital f of x is equal to integrations from A to x. A is 1, B is 6. Remember, A is 1, so we start from 1 all the way to x. And then and the probability distribution functions, that is f of x dx. So keep that in mind. But then the f of x is this. So now I just replace with that, okay? So let me just clear this first. So that is 3 over 215 x squared dx. So now what I do, easier if I take the coefficient out first, so that we integrate easier, okay? Simpler, that's all. You don't have to, but easier if you do that. So I just take the coefficient out, 3, 215, integrate from 1 to x, x squared dx. So to integrate x squared, so we add 1 to 2, that give me 3. So x to the power 3 over 3. So that is equal to 3, 215, that is x to the power 3 divided by 3. And from 1 to x. So there you go. So what I do now is I can just simplify this a little bit further. So when I do substitutions or evaluation, if you like, it's easier. So now this 3, I can just simplify by both divided by 3. So that give me 1. So that is equal to 1 over 215 x to the power 3 from 1 to x. So now I just evaluate this, okay? So that is equal to 1 over 215. So x, we replace with x is the same. So x power 3 minus x is equal to 1. So 1 power 3 is 1. So I just write 1, okay? So there you go. So let me just rewrite a little bit better. So that is equal to 1 over 215 x power 3 minus 1. So this is probability that is less than or equal to x. So keep that in mind, and it is a cumulative distribution functions. So instead of write like this is the same as this, capital F of x. So this is cumulative distributions, okay? So please take note. So the probability that is less than or equal to x is equal to capital F of x. So please take note, okay? Important. This is what we're going to do today. So now, part B. So we need to work out the probability that is less than 3. So if you think about it, okay, less than 3, and we know the functions is this. So this is from 1 all the way to 6. So we just need to work out the probability that less than 3 or less than or equal to 3. They're the same, okay? Keep that in mind. So to work this out, remember, so this is equal to the cumulative functions of 3. Because we know that probability less than x is equal to capital F of x. So keep that in mind. And we already work out the cumulative distribution functions. So let me just paste this on here. So we just need to work out f of 3. So 1 over 215, that is 3 power 3 minus 1. So that is equal to, so I just go 1 over 215 brackets 3 to the power 3, and we less 1. So there you go, 26 over 215. So 26 over 215. So that's it. So you can just write, therefore, the probability that is less than or equal to 3 is equal to 26 over 215. Part C. So we need to work out the probability that is greater or equal to 4. So let me just draw the probability distribution function graph for you. So it's easy to understand. So we start from 1 to 6, right? That is the domain. So now we just need to work out the probability that is greater than 4. So that means, so the probability greater than 4 is exactly the same as the probability from 4 to 6. Okay, so now what we do, so we know that it is a probability distributions functions. So we know that this area 2 and this area here is 1. So area 2 plus area 1 will give us 1 because it's a probability distribution functions graph, okay? So to work this out, we just simply make 1 minus the probability that is less than 4. So that will give us this area here. Because if we have 1 altogether, 1 minus this area, okay, so that will give us the area between 4 and 6. So please take note, okay? And the probability that less than 4 is exactly the same as probability less than or equal to 4, okay? Please take note on this. So that will give me 1 minus capital F of 4. So keep that in mind. So now to work this out, I already work out the functions in part A. So just work out F of 4. So let me just go F of 4. That will give me the probability less than or equal to 4, okay? So that becomes 215 bracket 4 power 3 less 1. So that is equal to, I just put on the calculator. So just go, change the 3 into 4. That's easier. So there you go, 63 over 215. So 63 over 215. So there you go for that, okay? So now we just go back here. So that is equal to 1 minus 63 over 215. So that will give me, so just go 1 minus the answer because the answer was the last one I did on the calculator. So just go 1 minus answer. So there you go. 152 over 215. So 152 over 215. There you go. Part D. So we need to work out the probability between 2 and 5. So let me just draw the probability distribution graph for you first. So it's easier to understand. So let me just draw this. So this is 1 and this is 6. So from 2 to 5, 2 to 5. So what we can do is to work this area. So we just work out the area from 1 to 5. That is probability less than 5. And then we minus this probability here. So if we take that off, so that will give us the probability inside here. So we just need to minus probability that is less than or equal to 2. So that's what that meant. So that is equal to the cumulative distributions of 5 minus or capital F of 2. So that's what that meant. So I just need to work out each of them individual on this side here. So just go F of 5 is equal to 1 over 215 brackets 5 power 3 minus 1. So that is equal to, so just put on a calculator. So just go 1 over 215 brackets 5 power 3 and then we will less 1 brackets. So there you go, 124 over 215. So 124 over 215. Now we need to work out capital F of 2. So capital F of 2, so that is equal 1 over 215 and then 2 replace with x, of course, so that 2 power 3 minus 1. So now just put that on the calculator. So just go, but before that, I just go answer, shift, store in A first, because I know that I'm going to use this later. So what I do, I go 1 over 215 and then brackets 2 to the power 3, which is 8, but I just type that in anyway. So minus 1, close brackets. So 7 over 215. So that is equal 7 over 215. So there you go. So now I just work this out. So that is equal to, so F of 5 is this. So that is 124 over 215 with minus F of 2. So F of 2 is this. So 7 over that. So 7 over 215. So that will give me, I just put on a calculator. So I just go A, that is alpha A. We minus the last one we did, that is answer. So there you go, 117 over 215. 117 over 215. So that is probability between 2 and 5. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.